So Steve, what do you think happens next with Brexit, and what do you think the impact will be on sterling?
I would say the path of least resistance, I think, is a hard Brexit. Because, did anybody notice that last week when Parliament voted to not allow a hard Brexit, no one came forward and said, okay, here's our plan. The episodes with Theresa May sort of indicated there's no consensus on what a Brexit should even look like. So, despite all the noise, it's hard to see how anybody's going to be able to coalesce on any one individual plan. The only thing we know is a deadline. And my suspicion is, and I could be wrong, is that Europe will not extend the deadline. So either there's going to be some solution very soon, which I doubt, or we'll get some type of hard Brexit.
What worries you more when it comes to the stock market, a no-deal Brexit or Jeremy Corbyn's proposed policies?
There are three potential outcomes here. You get a Brexit deal and Johnson remains Prime Minister. You get a hard Brexit and Johnson remains Prime Minister. Or you get Corbyn and a deal with the EU. Those are your three. So the best outcome in terms of the British stock market, and I'm not making a political judgment, I'm just talking about what I think will happen if one of the three scenarios happens. So a Johnson with a deal is the most positive outcome for the UK stock market. A Johnson with a hard Brexit is a negative, and you would see a correction in the UK stock market very quickly. And then, what happens after that would be determined by what the Boris Johnson government does after that. Or a Corbyn takes over and works out a deal with the EU. To me, that's the worst outcome for the UK, by far. Again, leaving aside your political views, and I'm not going to espouse mine, this is purely a judgment on what the market will do. Corbyn's policies are things like to nationalize the utilities, break up Royal Bank of Scotland. It's a very left-wing policy, which who owns stocks, who manage stocks, they're people from the establishment who like capitalism. They'll vote with their feet. And the market, I think, would have a very severe downturn if that were to happen.